Hello everyone, welcome back to Fortner Industries. Today we are painting the ModelModz Christmas tree for the Back to the Future DeLorean. And we're starting off here with this 3D printed part. This is the Christmas tree housing itself. You can see it's a clear resin type 3D print. So step one is to mask the inside of this. Here I use some yellow painter's tape. I use Tamiya model tape, but any kind of blue tape will work in this application here. And I used some tweezers and an X-Acto knife to get the edges square and tight inside there. And I'm trying out a picture-in-picture video this week, so let me know if you like that. I'm using a wire here with an alligator clip and some blue sticky tack to use as a fixture while I'm spray painting the primer on there. Holds it in place very nicely. Do this for a lot of parts. The primer I'm using is a Tamiya surface primer. It's a very good model paint, and it especially works well in 3D printed parts I've found, so I use it for almost everything. So I'll spray this, a few coats of this, and let that dry. Once the primer has dried, it's time for the step 2 phase, and we will paint the black inside around the perimeter to keep light from bleeding around on the outside. Using a generic airbrush paint here. It's just a deep black. I've already preloaded the paint into the airbrush, and we'll just spray this away. After the black is dried, we now airbrush the outside silver, and I'm using acrylic silver that I have watered down with some airbrush thinning paint thinner. And I'm spraying the outside of everything now. And lastly, with all of the paint dry, it is time to sand away the silver paint that's covering over these little bumps here so that the LEDs shine through. So we'll sand away all of the silver paint that's on those bumps using a 240 grit sandpaper block, and I put a little bit of water on there. And I'll just spread that out on the block a little bit. And then I lightly brush part back and forth just to knock down the tips of those bumps and reveal the clear plastic underneath the silver paint there. And you can see I'm making progress. So I actually got a little bit overzealous with the sanding and had some of the paint knocked off the corners there a little bit. I must not have been pressing quite evenly, so I just lightly touched these up with a very small brush. And the silver paint's pretty forgiving, so you didn't see any brush strokes or anything. It was real easy to touch this up. Here is the final result. So I have now painted the housing silver, installed the LED matrix on the background there, and you can see the light coming through each of those little dots that have been sanded now. And it looks pretty good. It looks very close to the movie. So thanks for watching. If this video was helpful, please like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what kind of things you want to see in the DeLorean in the future. I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.